Alright, so today I'm going to be briefly comparing and explaining the differences between the Ibanez RG and RGA body types. This isn't a review of the guitar models, although I do have a review of this guitar, this RGA, as well as reviews of several RG models, all on my channel. And they all include original song full mix demos of them too, if you're curious how they sound in the context of a mix. But this video is about just the similarities and differences between the bodies. And by the way, I'm not sponsored. I'll talk about the characteristics of each and then the differences. So let's jump right in. So the RG body, let's talk about this real quick. This has the typical super strat body. You'll see it all over the place. It's the flat top, kind of like blocky. It's got the forearm contour, as you can see the light reflecting off it like that. There we go. Going around to the back, you can see it's flat here and it has that belly cut. And of course, it has the double cutaway. So you get great fret access. And now the characteristics of the RGA. So it's kind of like the RG, but you can kind of see it has an arched top. It gradually curves from the edge of the body up to the bridge. And because it's an arched top, like not a carved top, it doesn't have that kind of lip edge like you would feel on a Les Paul, for example. It doesn't have that forearm contour. It just has that slope, the gentle slope all around the body. Turning around to the back, you can see it still has that flat back with the belly carve, just like in an RG. Of course, another difference is you can see it has the carve away right here for super fret access. I know this particular RGA model has 27 frets, but there are lots with 24 frets. Now that we know the characteristics of each of these body types, let's talk about the differences. So the RG here, it has that classic super strat kind of body. There are many guitars that have this same style. For example, I have a bunch of solar guitars too, and they have this kind of body shape too. A lot of them do. So with this flat top and the forearm carve, you kind of have to reach around it a little bit to get to playing the strings. You can kind of see it's this slant right here, then it just kind of rounds off to the flat top. So it's not extreme, it's not terrible, it's not totally in the way. It's not, for example, a Telecaster that's all flat and you just have to contort around it. But it is worth noting for the sake of the conversation that there is just this bump right here, like it rounds off. Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill though. It only takes a few minutes of getting used to be comfortable playing this guitar body. And once you do that, you're gonna be comfortable playing this style guitar body basically forever. Whether it's an RG or another guitar that has this kind of body shape, you can pick one up and always feel at home. Of course, the RGA has the arch, so you're not reaching around the level off bump. You're interfacing with that arch, that gradual slope. Once you get around just the edge of the body, there's really nothing in your way pushing against you. So rounding off this conversation, which do I prefer? Well, obviously, since I bought both, I prefer both. These are my guitars. I've used them in the music I've made, the videos I've made, etc. Of course, that's a pretty safe answer. You're probably interested if I could only pick one, which one would I go with? And that would be the RGA. I just prefer that gradual arch shape. It's a very nice combination having that arch shape with the flat back. It really fits against my body pretty well, whether I'm playing sitting down or standing up. It's nice too because then the bridge feels like it's a bit higher up. Maybe this is just pseudoscience, bro science, but I never have any issue with wrist bending or wrist angles or something like that. On a tunematic bridge, for example, I have to contort around it a little bit and it does get uncomfortable over time. For me personally, anyway. These are tools for the trade, for us to make our music, do our craft. If a guitar with a tunematic bridge suits your needs and fits your body, that's great. Of course, I'm not saying the RG body is bad by any means. I've used various models of RGs on basically the majority of all my music now, the majority of my videos, I'd say. So I'm not saying that one is bad and one is good. I'm saying one is really good, pun intended, and one is really great, with just a bit of a difference between them. Really, you could accomplish your guitar goals with either one of these. So there you have it. Did I answer your questions? Is there anything else you'd like to know about these guitar body shapes? Let me know down in the comments below. You know this is YouTube, so I'm gonna run through the YouTube thing real quick. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, print out every frame and mail it. And as always, peace.